The appointment of Limpopo Judge President George Phatudi has been marred by some controversy. The Amalgamated Lawyers Association are taking legal action for him to be removed. Advocate Tsunzuka Kevin Maluleke, founder and president of the ALA, joins me now for a further conversation on this. A very good afternoon to you, Advocate. Thanks very much for your time. What is wrong with President Phatudi?
Good evening, Vuyo, and to your viewers in the Republic of South Africa and arguably globally. The issues that we raised, and to answer your question specifically as to what is wrong with Phatudi
appointment,
the JP, or his appointment rather, there's one, your issue of corruption allegations leveled against him. Two, there is your issue of sexual harassment allegations leveled against him. Thirdly, there's issue of your dishonesty during his tenure as a lecturer at the then University of Teflon, now University of Limpopo. And also, these issues were raised by the Amalgamated Lawyers Association in its application issued in the Gauteng Local Division of the High Court. Firstly, it was an interdict pending review application that was issued. Vuyo, it must be appreciated, and all your viewers all over the world, that firstly, in that application which we issued, the President of the Republic of South Africa undertook, or rather gave an undertaking, not to appoint or act on the advice of the Judicial Service Commission to appoint MG Phatudi JP as Judge President of the Limpopo Division of the High Court. So that particular undertaking had an effect of an order. It is a promise that was made to parties or litigants under that particular case to say we are going to sanction a particular action or inaction or course of action insofar as the pending allegations are concerned. I'll just give...
And then the president went ahead and appointed him.
The president then went ahead and appointed him, and I'll give you the context on how this had unfolded.
Was it not on the recommendations of the JSC?
It was on the recommendation of the JSC. I just want to put into perspective the misgivings that as the Amalgamated Lawyers Association have insofar as that particular recommendation is concerned. Firstly, you would find in those recommendations, Vuyo, that the incoming Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa was heard, or rather it is recorded during the private deliberation, which you are in possession of, that when they were deliberating in terms of who to recommend for the position of Judge President in the Limpopo Division of the High Court, Maya DCJ asked the commissioners during the private deliberations as to who is for Mahuba JP slate. Mahuba JP is the retired Judge President of the Limpopo Division of the High Court. So the question that you should quickly ask yourself, why should there be talk of slates in the interviews of judges? She talks of slate. She said, I work with those people. That is their language. This thing catches. That is Maya DCJ during the private deliberations. So the appointment, it was based on slates. It is based on the people that, according to Maya DCJ, they work with. And according to Maya DCJ, based on the language that they speak. We don't know what language is that. We don't know the context of what a slate is, as uttered by DCJ Maya. So amongst others, we seek to interrogate as to what is it that was operative in the mind of the decision maker when the decision was taken to recommend. Then we say that decision was irrational, amongst others.
But you and Judge President Phatudi have had issues in the past, have you not?
Not to the extent that I'm aware, I've never had issues, none whatsoever. Safe to say that Judge Phatudi endeavored to corrupt me, to obliterate MV Sminya DJP from being elevated to the position of Deputy Judge President in the Limpopo Division of the High Court. He called me on my cell phone. He attempted to corrupt me to say, you as the president and of the Amalgamated Lawyers Association, you should bring an application to interdict or to review the JS's recommendations of MV Siminya DJP as the Deputy Judge President of the Limpopo Division of the High Court. He went to an extent of even emailing me, Vuyo, the CASEC application which was used in the Constitutional Court review application of the justices of the Constitutional Court to say this is the precedent that you should use to review MV Siminya DJP's recommendation.
You laid a complaint, didn't you?
Certainly, we did lodge a complaint with the Judicial Conduct Committee. That particular complaint is still pending within the ambit of the Judicial Conduct Committee.
And what has happened to the complaint? Because isn't it still being looked at?
Certainly, the complaint is being looked at. But nonetheless, what we should appreciate, Vuyo, it is the seriousness of the allegations that are leveled against Phatudi JP in the context of attempting to corrupt me, to destroy a fellow colleague of his under the prevailing circumstances. This is similar to the case of the then Hlophe JP of the Western Cape Division of the High Court, who, according to the complaint that was lodged, as it were, visited two justices in their chambers and said, I quote, which was viewed as an attempt to influence those justices. And here now we see the Judge President of the Limpopo Division of the High Court doing the same thing that we have seen with Hlophe JP, as it were.
But aren't you doing the same, towards Judge Phatudi? Because as a matter of fact, serious allegations have been leveled against you as well. To the extent that, the Law Society of the Northern Provinces says you are dishonest and someone who is not fit to practice.
The Law Society of the Northern Provinces, Vuyo, have brought an application to have me struck of the role. I will tell you the complainants in that particular application. It's MG Phatudi JP. It's the retired Mahuba JP. Why are they the complainants? Because we are vocal about the corruption in the judiciary in the context of your Limpopo Division of the High Court. We are the victim of these two justices insofar as trying to uncover the corruption allegations. I'll give you an example. The retired Mahuba JP similarly is accused.
But okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Have allegations against you been proven?
The allegations against me have not been proven because I've not been given a chance to answer.
In the same way that allegations you are leveling against the Judge President have also not been proven, is it?
The complainant is the person that you're talking to, Vuyo. I'm saying MG Phatudi JP called me. I'm not talking about hearsay evidence. I'm saying to you, he called me, attempting to corrupt me, to destroy a fellow judge.
Has that been proven?
I am the proof. I'm the living proof.
Advocate, that's not how it works. Yours is to yours is to put your evidence on the table, and then someone else has to make the decision.
Vuyo,
the judge or whoever has to say. Yes, but what I'm saying is you can't put your version of the story, all right, it can't be the last word on the issue. You put your evidence, he'll put his, and someone else who would have been a witness will then put their evidence, and then all these things get looked at, and then a final decision is taken. But you can't put it as simplistically as you have just done.
Vuyo, if I may give you an example, you drive out of your workplace now, you are involved in an accident. You go to the police station to report the accident. What more do you have to prove other than to give it to the authorities that I was involved in an accident? They do the investigation, taking it further. And that is the context. I'm saying to you,
I'm not a lawyer advocate, but apples should be compared with apples.
I'm not a lawyer, and you are talking to one right now.
Yes,
and you should
exactly
be able to take counsel.
Okay.
You should be in a position to take counsel under the prevailing circumstances.
Advocate, let me thank you very much for your time. That's why we're going to leave it for today. Really appreciate your time.